What's up, guys? Don't mind me, just in my PJs and eating some vegan mac and cheese and all. Well, this is officially my last vlog of the decade. Not just the year, but of the decade. And that is crazy. I'm here right now in this very moment realizing that, you know, this is literally an end of an era, if you will. That sounds super corny, like mega corn kernels. It's hard to fathom that we are here now at this point. And I actually didn't make any resolutions. I'm just kind of winging it, which is probably not the best idea, honestly, but listen. So I'm gonna be wrapping up the decade a little bit, but not just any recap. I feel like one major thing that sticks with me and has become increasingly prevalent in my life has been music. Music is not going to be something that stops in the 2010s. It's going to be going on forward until I die. I've been going on really late night drives with my friends lately, and this has been a thing for months now, where Rebecca, Chloe, and I, and sometimes Emily, drive around our neighborhood into different places we don't really know that well, which is the fun part. I wonder where the Wi-Fi is weak. That kind of vibe, yeah. And we kind of just listen to music, we jam out, we vibe, talk, we have wheezes, we laugh. Honestly, in our friend group, we don't just laugh, we wheeze. Like, it's an actual train station. Literally, the pipes are going and the train's rolling. It's awful, but I love it. Music is beautiful, and I've listened to so many different artists over this decade. A lot of great ones, a few not great ones. But overall, the memories and the progression of like the way music sounds over the years has been crazy. And it's kind of strange to realize that when I listen to a pop song today, or just any genre really, it's not the same sound as it was a few years back. And it's crazy, music's like evolving over the years, and we don't even really realize that. We kind of just like, we familiarize ourselves with it, like whatever's on, and then we like just kind of roll with it, and we don't think twice about, hey, this wasn't the same as back in like 2013. This hits different, you know? We'll do a whip on that, and then at the same time, we're not realizing this is not the same stuff I used to jam to. Anyway, so I'm gonna kind of do my top radio songs of the decade, where I kind of like go through, revisit some of my favorite songs. I can't really do it year by year. I was planning to do research, like extensive Billboard charts research. I feel like that's a lot of work. Sorry, I'm sounding lazy. I feel like it's more natural for me to sit down and think in my head, yo, what are some songs that come to mind when I think of the 2010s? Songs I remember sleeping at night to and falling asleep to with my iPod Nano. Songs that stick out, like a sore thumb, if you will. I'm also gonna do kind of maybe the most influential artists of the decade, the ones I think about, ones that kind of made a huge rise. Oh, it's on my notes. Let me go check it. On Spotify, I actually have a playlist assembling all of the old hits that I used to listen to on the radio and stuff, or even just in general. And I have like 660 songs. That's literally how many I've heard and are synonymous with radio songs. Like, wow. Humanity popped off with beats and goodness. I don't know. Sometimes I ask myself, are we ever gonna run out of music or like tunes? But I feel like we're not. I feel like we're gonna find something new to do every single year. And artists like Billie Eilish have kind of created new sounds and new genre types to really appreciate. So that gives me hope. That really does give me hope. Anyway, I'm not a music expert. Let's stop pretending I am. A lot of talking, not enough playing.
I threw up.
Let's get started with the top radio hits that come to mind for the decade. And maybe this will hit different with you too. One of the biggest hits of the decade. Genuinely a good feeling song. It's one I feel like that made the biggest impact. If I had to choose one song of the decade to like that really stuck out and is most synonymous with people, if you literally ask them, I feel like Baby by Justin Bieber. Probably Baby. Maybe second would be Gangnam Style or Thrift Shop. I don't know. Those were also hits. I would play those a lot. Alright, Gym Class Heroes Stereo Hearts. Do you know about this, guys? I think you do. Adam Levine? Of course. Oh my gosh, dude. A literal king. Literally, like the king song. What's up, girl? Gym Class Heroes, baby. So you get the point. It's a great song. One I would listen to in my bed, falling asleep, on my iPod Nano. Yeah. One of those, that's literally a prime example of one. And another one that comes off the bat, one that is still a quality song to this day. Dude, I would literally imagine myself inside of a car, driving through the city at night, and thinking about, you know, the lights and like just how life gets me lost. I don't know if that was the music video or not. I feel like it might have been. So Rachel and I found out at the same time that we liked this certain song by this certain artist. Her name's Carmen, and this song's called Broken Hearted. She's like a British pop singer from 2012 or so, at least when this song came out. The one right under it is one I also really liked, Hello. First of all, every song is called Hello, so if you don't know which one it is, then you'll get lost in the shuffle. It's Carmen. Oh, bitch. Stop, bro. This one hits more different, I think. Carmen, thank you for your service. You are being talked about. Just know that. Years removed. Alright, so Selena Gomez. When she was with The Scene, like Selena Gomez in The Scene, that was a great dynamic of great music. And Disney really did a good job of promoting that. And I have to say, you know, Selena Gomez, as much as I know her from Wizards, like I know her best from her start is Wizards of Waverly Place, Alex Russo, you know, her music, at least the hits that were really promoted out there, were all incredible. And those are great songs that I really think about when it comes to like the decade recap. And I know Rachel knows Selena's music a lot better than I do, so I can definitely and confidently say, you know, we both grew up with that, but Rachel more so, for sure. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say Come and Get It, the one off of Stars Dance, absolutely a bop, absolutely incredible. You already know that song, and I don't have to play it, but I might. Oh my gosh, Naturally, oh god, I gotta look through these real quick, hold on. She did the Shake It Up theme song, why did I forget about that? Come and Get It, yes. I think when she worked with The Scene, she was doing some, I don't know who that. Love You Like a Love Song, Who Says, Naturally, A Year Without Rain, Hit the Lights, Round and Round, We're Never Gonna Stop. Oh yeah. You know, I don't even care if my masculinity is just vulnerable right now. I'm telling you, we had bops on our hands, and we didn't call anybody about this. We didn't call the police saying, yo, we got a fire in the house. It's in the speaker, officer. Pink is another artist that was very influential. I feel like I'm gonna mix things now, because this is gonna be a really long video if I don't. Just Give Me a Reason, What About Us? Oh, that's a new one. Raise Your Glass, Blow Me One Last Kiss. Yeah, Try, Just Give Me a Reason. Like, I like it, yeah. You know, an artist was actually very creative musically, and did a really good job putting together a song when numerous singles off of one album were on the radio. Like, Taylor Swift is another one of those examples, you know? Like, not only can they create one hit, but like, you know how some artists can only create like one hit that really gets on the radio? Like, artists like that are so versatile and can make these sounds that appeal to so many people, and numerous songs off of one album are on the radio. That's actual talent. I don't know how they do it. And that's not to say other artists who only had one hit were any less impressive. It's just, you know, it's just those few and far between that can do that. And with different albums too, like literally the next year, somebody could release an album and the songs would still be on the radio. Like the new songs. Like, how do you continually make hit after hit? Katy Perry is another one. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna not graze over them just because they're so well known for what they did. I'd have to say Last Friday Night and California Girls were the best ones that come to mind. Also Birthday. Birthday was very good too, by Katy Perry. And Taylor Swift, I know her a lot better now. I've gotten to appreciate her character and like just her as a whole because of Rachel. She's really put me on. She's given me a deeper appreciation for like her music and what she does outside of that too. And you know, as much as I am one of the basic fans of, you know, only knowing her radio hits and then Reputation and Lover and not really a bunch of her old stuff, I have to say she's really killing it in the music game. And yeah, mega respect. Mega respect. The decade would not be the same without Taylor Swift. Justin Timberlake. You thought I was going to say Bieber, I know you did. Justin Timberlake with his Mirrors, with even Sexy Back from like the O's, the 2000s. Usher, Pitbull. Pitbull was great. Oh my gosh, he hit so many different songs on the marker. Fun. I miss Fun. Like, they broke up, apparently. I know y'all are gonna freak out over this one. Super Bass and Starships. Maybe Pound the Alarm? I don't know. Nicki Minaj was doing something different. I don't know what it was, but like it's a staple of all the white girls. I didn't listen to One Direction's albums like that, okay? I only listened to the radio hits. I was one of those people who just listened to whatever is playing. And then I'd go from there to judge like, yo, they're really catchy, let me just keep listening to these same songs. I didn't delve deep into Midnight Memories, if that's what it's called, or like AM something, I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I have to say, regardless of that, What Makes You Beautiful, One Thing. Like, those were two songs that I would play over and over again, whether they be the basic ones or not. And I think of middle school, we were sitting in like the cafeteria in middle school for like some sort of get together at the end of the year. I don't remember what year it was. It was in 2011, I think, is when that came out.
You thought
I still like think way back to when they were first coming on the rise, and it's crazy to think that, you know, they've all branched off and now they're all solo artists making their own music. It's absolutely bonkers how that's absolutely bonkers that's happening. I was never really a person to listen to an entire album of something. I would only stick to like what I knew. And that's kind of sad because I missed out on a lot of great songs that people still sing and know every single lyric to these days. How do people do that? Is this like a critical period where you have to know it at a certain age? How do all of you white girls know every single lyric to every Ed Sheeran song in the world? How? Literally tell me. I just want to know. I just want to talk. Like, do you guys just study this? Is this A to Z lyrics.com? Like, just everybody's on there? Regardless, I'm absolutely impressed. I'm not judging. I'm just more so upset and kind of jealous. Yeah, Justin Bieber, whether you like him as a person or not, whatever you feel about the guy, he absolutely dominated the decade. He got Ludacris on the track numerous times. He got Luda. The Believe album is one I know probably the best. Beauty and the Beat, All Around the World. Beauty and the Beat is really good. It's just one I have to talk about all the time. I will say I think Baby is overrated just because for when it came out back in the day, and I was like, oh, that's such a girl. Like, he's such a girl because his voice was like that at the time. But now I feel like I can appreciate it more looking back. Never say never. Yeah, Boyfriend. As Long As You Love Me. That's a good one too. Do I know any more or am I really fake? I think I'm fake, yeah. I think that's what we've learned. Favorite Girl. I know that one. First Dance I know. Love Me. Okay, Justin. And then, you know, Purpose with his newer sound. Bruno Mars with his incredible Unorthodox Jukebox album. Drake. I absolutely love Drake. When I was listening to him back in middle school. Middle school was a big moment for discovering new guys like Drake, Kendrick Lamar, A$AP Rocky. I listened to him. A little bit of Kanye. Eminem. Eminem was absolutely number one. Like, he would be played non-stop. Curtain Calls was a great album. Recovery. Good album. Great album, too. Before I forget, I'm stupid. Literally, Ariana Grande is another artist. Demi Lovato. Oh my gosh. Too many hits to name. Too many. Starstruck, the soundtrack of Starstruck. Oh my god. One of the only Disney movies I will say I know a lot of the tracks. I know all the tracks. And I absolutely love Hero, love Starstruck. Something About the Sunshine, Shades, Just Got to Believe, all those. Incredible. Sterling Knight was part of the decade too. I was like, low-key, like not even in a weird way. For some reason, I just had a fascination with him. It's not even a crush. I was just like really like into him as like a character. And I was really into him as like, you know, the star, the superstar kind of thing. And I was really sucked into that movie. Like, Starstruck hits different to this day. I remember being home at 8/7 Central on a Sunday night, posted, ready for that movie. We're gonna do a speed round of like hits. Just things that come to mind. Am I Wrong by Nico and Vinz. Chainsmokers, whoa. Closer by with Halsey. Whoa. Paris, great songs. Something Just Like This with Coldplay. The Show Goes On, Lupe Fiasco. Tonight I'm Loving You by Enrique Iglesias. Also, I like it. Go Yay, Somebody I Used to Know. Oh, Hot Chella Ray, Tonight. Absolute anthem of 2011. Usher, anything Usher really. David Guetta with his features like Titanium. Other ones he's done. Take Me to Church by Hozier. Kesha, anything Kesha. Absolutely incredible. Black Eyed Peas. I really miss some of these bands because not all of them are still doing music or are as popular as they once were. Cher Lloyd, Want You Back, Oath, Hello by Dragonette, and Martin Solveig. I'm gonna play it really quick because I don't know if you know that just from the name. Ed Sheeran, know him for his hits and a few stray ones that aren't as popular here and there, but he really dominated this decade as well. Rihanna, please come back with another album. Rihanna, you're doing something different. You have too many hits to name. She's one of those consistent artists too. The one I mentioned earlier of being like, literally, oh yeah. And Maroon 5 is absolutely great too. They take the cake with a lot of these hits. Like they really did create some of the best songs to listen to of this decade. Whether their music is still good or not, you have to appreciate what they did for the decade. Like how they contributed to this decade. So comment down below what your songs were. Like literally anything that comes to mind, any anthems, any hits, anything that stuck out for you, or like songs that were genuinely like your favorites on the radio, whatever it may be. Like there's so many to choose from and there's so many different unique sounds. I think that's really gonna sum it up. I just kind of recapped some of my favorites. These are artists I was listing off the top of the dome. I'm sure I left some out. I guess if I were to have any resolutions for next year or this next decade, it'd be to really appreciate all the albums of this decade. 2020 is coming in a couple hours, but here's to a very successful decade, a very happy decade. And I hope all of you experience the same. Good things to come for this channel and with life. If you're new, great. If you're not, thanks for sticking again. I will see you guys in the new year. With a new me. Probably not. Probably the same me. Who knows? Alright, dudes. Much love. And remember, subscribe.
Let's go down to the tennis court and talk it up like yeah.